Many American Airlines workers say their new uniforms make them sick, and they want the company to do more to help. More than 3,000 flight attendants and about 200 pilots have filed reports complaining that their uniforms have caused rashes, hives, and breathing problems. Kris Van Cleave is at Reagan National Airport outside Washington, D.C. with this medical mystery. Kris, good morning.
Good morning. So in September, more than 70,000 American Airlines employees, from the gate to the ticket counter to the folks flying the airplanes, got new uniforms. And not long after that, complaints started coming in. And while the airline has offered several alternatives, they have stopped short of the one that many are calling for, a full recall.
We're taking a different approach with our uniform program.
American Airlines' new uniforms debuted last fall, with the company touting how it included employees in the process.
They help design it, they help create it, they provide vital feedback to make sure that it functions out in the operation.
Less than a year later, what is this?
So this is what I'm wearing now.
Flight attendant Joshua Scarpuzzi pieces together his outfit.
Banana Republic pair of gray pants. I've got Calvin Klein white shirt.
To match the look of the company-issued uniform he blames for causing itching and worse.
I just couldn't even come to grips with the fact that a uniform could be causing this.
And then your eyes swelled shut.
And then I ended up in the ER. Yeah. Talking to my regular doctor, he pretty much said, well, this isn't an allergic reaction. This is chemicals. This is a chemical reaction that's burning your skin, that's irritating your body.
Some of the thousands who have filed complaints have shared similar stories and photos over social media. But separate testing by American, the Flight Attendants Union, and the manufacturer have all shown chemical levels are within acceptable limits. The airline reports it spent more than $1 million to investigate what's going on. But with no clear answer, flight attendants are demanding a recall. Bob Ross is the union president.
If we can't find out what the problem is and we are actually having these reactions, then I think that that's the next step.
We don't want any employee to wear a uniform that they're not comfortable with.
Hector Adler is a senior vice president with American. He says the airline has offered a number of alternatives, allowing workers to wear their old uniforms, reimbursing them for purchasing look-alike items, providing uniforms with different materials, and they're in the process of rolling out new uniforms from a different manufacturer. Why not recall the uniforms? Why not just start over with that new option?
Let me say that right now we are focused on getting this right and working with individuals on a case-by-case basis to address their concerns.
But they're not addressing all of Joshua Scarpuzzi's concerns.
I'm still next to people who are wearing the uniform. When I sit on my jump seat, I try to give a couple inches of space between me and the other person, because my first trip back after my ER visit, I got a rash just from sitting next to someone wearing it.
Is it worth staying where you're working if it's risking your health?
I believe in American, and I believe that they're going to do what's right for their employees and for the business. I'm willing to stick around to wait and see just how they address this issue.
Now, the same manufacturer has faced criticism before. In fact, Alaska Airlines flight attendants unsuccessfully sued the company over the uniforms a few years ago. Now, in a statement to CBS News, Twin Hill says it has yet to receive any medical or scientific evidence indicating there is anything unsafe about the uniforms. As for what's causing the problems, Norah, that remains an open question.
Very interesting story, Kris. Thank you so much.